everyone. Welcome to the really late King of Anime podcast. 50 minutes late to be exact. I was about to pop a gasket because, well, my toilet did. Yeah.
You blow up the
Sorry
toilet?
about
that. So there's this. I guess there was something wrong with whatever the thing that's inside the toilet or whatever. It wouldn't like basically the reservoir in the toilet would overflow with water, and water was everywhere, and so we had to spend the last hour fixing it. It's terrible.
Was it like spraying water from damn, I forgot what it's called. Or was it just like overflowing?
It was just overflowing. It wasn't spraying anything. But yeah, it was rough. And there was water everywhere. And like I told Satsuki in EA, we had to get a boat. And then we put 2 of each animal on it. And we had to go over there and make sure, everything was okay, right?
When you told us a story, you said 2 of each lolly. And I didn't know what that meant.
Whoa! I've never said anything like that. What do you mean?
Well,
2 by 2,
not
3 by 3.
according to the stream, but like before we started, you told us about it, and I was like, I don't know exactly what that means, but okay, I just roll with it.
What? That's more of something what Hollow would say.
I mean,
I don't know.
What?
Well, okay.
Hollow likes Hu Tao.
You know, this is true. You know what? If you said that you had to put on 2 MILFs, 2 by 2, then that would be more like you, I think.
I do. I would put 2 of each MILF on a boat just for me. I would. I'm not gonna lie. I'd do that.
1 in each arm.
Exactly. I'd go akimbo with those MILFs, and I ain't ashamed to admit it. Anyways. Hello everyone, welcome to the King of Anime podcast. We started off strong with 15 viewers, and we've I guess dipped down to 8 or 9, so we did something wrong.
we scared away the fish.
Apparently we did. So this is the King of Anime podcast. For every season, we pick a bunch of anime to watch it, and we kill or pass it. It takes 2 or more kills to kill something, and vice versa, and I'm sure you can figure out what kill and pass means. So co-hosts, how are things?
Things are pretty good. Just going with the flow, and kind of sort of just living the life, living the dream, so to speak.
Living la vida loca. As for me, I turned 25 years of age, so officially.
Happy birthday
Thank you.
to
Thank
you.
Right now, I'm looking down,
Happy birthday
looking around the room awkwardly.
to you. Happy birthday, dear
Sasuke the Savage.
Happy birthday to you.
Now blow out the candles.
Yeah, bitch.
I don't know if my mic picked that up, but I did it.
Yay!
Yay!
I hope you get everything you wish for.
Yeah, just
Thanks.
not my MILFs.
Well, for gifts, as far as gifts, got me some Remy Martin cognac champagne. Haven't opened it. I'll probably drink it on a weekend or something. Yeah, pretty chill birthday. I didn't really do much. Just chilled at home, ate some food, and now I'm doing KOA against my will.
Well,
What are you talking about?
yeah, that's the way I celebrated mine too. I just didn't do anything. It was fun. Normal day.
There's nothing scarier than being alone with your thoughts.
This is true.
Where did that come
Hello,
from?
bots.
I don't know. Somebody said it.
Oh.
I just stole it.
I cannot pronounce your first name. I apologize. But Marie asks, do you guys watch The Rising of the Shield Hero?
You would have had to have gone back like maybe 5 episodes.
Yeah,
we
were.
did.
I heard it got better. Seems like it's gotten better.
To it. I think it slipped on an umbrella and stabbed itself in the throat on this show.
Oh, a la another. I got that reference. I got it.
Or a Cabin in the Woods, where they go out and they're killing each other on their property and they're very confused.
Yeah, that part got a little strange. At least it was more realistic in the beginning. It was kind of like a Final Destination feel to it, where it seemed like it could actually happen, like some freak accident.
Yeah,
I know that movie.
Movie's very funny but weird. What is, like, Paul and Tucker versus the Evil or something?
I think. Ooh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That's a really good movie.
It's a really funny movie.
It's really funny. I think all these teenagers are out here killing themselves.
Albert says, have you watched any 91 Days? 91 Days is an anime that always, like, comes up quite often for me. A lot of people ask if I've seen it. I have. I did a review for it way back in the day when it was, like, finished airing. There you go.
I haven't seen it, but I heard that it's cool because it's an anime that takes place in America during the Prohibition era, right? And then it's like mobsters and gangsters. I'm like, this sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, it's like a revenge story, I believe. It's been a long time since I watched it, though. I guess it is time, part of that show where we get into Google Forms. So we have a Google Form thing up where you can, it's the first link in the description. You can write in some questions. So we're gonna answer some of these questions that you guys have left.
We need like a jingle for the write-ins. Write in!
Albert says he'll have to see that review. That review has been taken down for a long time, so doesn't exist anymore, sadly. I mean, I still have the video file, but it's also not a very good review, especially if you're used to my.
When you don't ring that bell
for 7 years.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You get those notifications so many years later.
I do get notifications late though, but it's like 2 days later. I mean, have you ever had a Firefox or Internet Explorer?
Oh yeah, that stuff's freaking slow.
QRW6 says, "What up, KOA? Did Lolly save Shield Hero because the pacing slowed down and Raftalia is a lolly again, and a lolly had
what?
Legal Lolly was introduced."
Like she's a little kid again?
To be honest, I enjoyed that part of Raftalia's character when she was just a kid, so.
No.
I think what happened is like everybody started off from like level 1 or something. Because I seen something about Shield Hero being level 1 or something. So I guess that's why she's now a lolly, because she has to start from
0.
Oh, I was about to say something I shouldn't have.
There you go.
I guess it's a good thing we killed it anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
First question: what are y'all thoughts on leaks and spoilers, and what things you do to avoid them until the show is out? I just don't go on Twitter. I hate Reddit already. Reddit sucks. As well, I think there was some news recently that was coming out that Japanese studios, because of all these leaks, are going to start like being less open with their fans. So very sad. Light Ruler says Satsuki the lolly collector.
Okay. As for me, leaks and spoilers, I don't really have an issue with leaks and spoilers. I do think if you go to looking for leaks and spoilers, you are or you have crackhead tendencies. And don't get me wrong, because I've dived into spoilers as well, so not the end of the world, but it's just like damn. What I mean specifically is when people are looking for leaks and spoilers on weekly chapters, because this happens in One Piece so often. People, in fact, make videos and discussions on spoilers in which the scan quality look like they just rubbed the manga panel with sand, with sand. There's no translations, so it's just Japanese text everywhere, and they still discuss it just by looking at the grainy ass pictures. The only issue is when it's discussed publicly on places like Twitter for everyone to see. If you're doing it on a Discord where everybody is, privy to the spoilers, that's one thing. But people sometimes talk about spoilers on Twitter and they think a hashtag is like this like layer of protection for everyone else to not get spoiled. So that type of stuff sucks, because like, why are you ruining it for everybody else? But like I said, leaks and spoilers themselves aren't necessarily bad, at least in my eyes. It's just, if you go to it, you might be a crackhead.
Am I a crackhead?
Yes.
When it comes to leaks and spoilers for me, people that purposely go out and spoil stuff, you're the worst kind of people in the world, and I hope you break both your legs. So I'm of course talking about when you are not looking for spoilers and you don't go out of your way to look for something. I swear, like when it came to, let me just use an example, the Avengers, the Infinity Wars, I had to see it the opening weekend, or else I was gonna get spoiled. Dude, did you see the snap and the fingers and the dust and everything?
I don't feel so good, man.
Right, but all the memes, and it's just like, why don't you just wait till people have a chance to see this movie? But no, it's a bunch of little preteens that think they're hilarious. I'm gonna totally ruin this for this guy, and I just can't stand that. I hate it. So what do I do to avoid it? I just don't go online. Sometimes I have to go dark and actually go outside and play. and stay away from the leaks and spoilers.
I will say, as a content creator, to avoid spoilers, it is pretty like cut and dry on what you can do. You wait a couple weeks. I mean, that is the best thing to do. And if you got a video that has a spoiler in the title, wait a couple weeks. That gives people enough time to see that thing.
I just feel so bad for people that don't know. Like, remember the year that the first part of the final season of Attack on Titan came out? You were spoiled a fuck ton, and I mean, I had to stop looking at the chat.
Yeah,
at one point.
No, okay. So yes, that's another thing. Like, if you're gonna spoil the manga for somebody like that, that's kind of dumb. But like, for example, the example I was gonna use was my video on Porco that I did. That's like, I don't know, 250,000 views or something like that. And lots of people commented like, "Yo, why the fuck you spoiling shit in the title?" And the video came out like 2.5 weeks after that happened. And you have channels like Turtle Quirk or whoever that are bigger than me, or Chibi or whatever it may be, that are actually putting spoilers in the title, like the moment it comes out, or just like random clip channels. And I'm getting yelled at for it. But I did my due diligence, and I'm still getting like comments on that. They're like, months later, like,
they're still hating you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why'd you spoil it?
Why'd you spoil it, man? And I mean, I get it. Like, if you're frustrated and you haven't seen it, and it comes up in your timeline, but at the same time, it's been It's been months now, people. It's fine. Let it go.
It's like
Okay.
saying that you got spoiled The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I think everyone knows how that movie ends.
Or when it,
Even
or
if
when,
you've never seen it, you know how it ends.
or when Aerith dies in Final Fantasy VII.
No!
The game is like nearly 30 years old. I haven't beat that game yet, and I was spoiled on that.
I got spoiled on JoJo Part 2 reading hentai. Bad time.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
I don't even.
I didn't know.
Ask.
No, I'm still gonna tell you. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
So
god.
I didn't know that Lisa was that, you know,
Yeah.
for people you know where I'm going. I didn't know that Lisa was that.
That, yeah.
And then I looked at the name as I'm reading the hentai, and then I realized that she has a same name as somebody, or same last name as somebody else. And I'm like, oh, they're related? Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
definitely
Oh,
was an
no.
interesting moment.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
no.
those two weren't involved in the hentai.
Whew, okay.
I mean, but there's hentai like that out there.
Yes. Yes. Let us move on to LE coming in the chat. Hello, LE. I phrased that really badly. Holy shit. LE has arrived in the chat. Hello, LE.
Hello, Ellie. Ayase.
Hello, Lightning Eagle. Hugs for Lightning Eagle, by the way.
Definitely. If you guys haven't, go follow Lightning Eagle on Twitch. He's single, ladies.
Yes. Give him some kisses in the mouth.
Inside of his mouth, specifically.
Yeah, where you taste the back of his throat.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Here's Ellie's channel, everyone. Go follow on Twitch.
So you can taste his tonsils.
Kiss him all up inside there. Clean his teeth.
Mari? Yeah, it's a hentai doujinshi. Doujinshi just means that it's self-published, though. It doesn't necessarily refer to hentai, because hentai doesn't mean it's animated. Hentai can be manga as well.
Next question. What is your saddest anime moment you remembered so far? I will say, for me, the one in Naruto Shippuden, where the dude dies and then it's such a drag. And he says that, and it's like, oh man, that's so sad. And then like, it was raining and stuff. It's not very descriptive.
Saddest anime moment. I mean, I've had a lot. I'll just say something that happened recently. I was watching A Place Further Than the Universe with my little brother. This weekend or last weekend.
The anime that inspired Giguk.
You know, that one. The last scene, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it. Oh, it's not the last scene, but I think it's in episode. It's the second to the last episode. Oh man, when she gets to the computer and then the emails flood, and you know, my tears flooded as well. It was very, very sad time. Very sad time.
Yeah, I'm heartless, so I don't cry.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. To be honest, can't really think of the last time I cried recently during an anime, even though there were some really sad scenes. Okay, one, going all the way back, and it still makes me cry to this day, is Clannad After Story. When, and it's not even the scene that everyone likes to say, oh, such and such dies. No. It's, for me, it's when he gets reunited with his daughter, and his daughter says, you know, there are two places my grandma said I could cry. And it's kind of weird whenever you read the translation, but it's such a sweet moment because she said either in the bathroom or within my father's arms, and that got me so fucked up that yeah, because around that time my son was around that age, and he was a bad father. He was just trying to reunite, and oh my god, yeah, the tears were flowing. And I watched it both dubbed and subbed, and it made me cry both times.
I gotta rewatch Clannad. I remember not really liking the first season too much, and just it has some real good comedic moments though. But I remember just kind of just trudging along with it. But yeah, the sad moments in Arthur's story were impactful for sure.
Yeah, they were amazing.
I guess some runner-ups for me was when he turned Chi on. Sad.
What?
Wait, what was the sad thing? I'm sorry.
He remember in Chobits when he turns on Chi? It's very sad.
Why is that sad?
I cried.
Tears of joy.
Tears of tears, EA. There were tears upon them. Flowing out of the tears themselves was tears.
Uh-huh.
It was bad. It was bad. Also, Satsuki laughing at Light Roller, the Christmas episode of Toradora, always makes me tear up.
I will admit, as much as I do hate that show, it did make me tear up, but it was definitely a good scene.
One day Kyle's is gonna drop in here and gonna drop kick you both.
Well, you know what? I like to see her try. How tall is she? Like 5'1"?
Like 3 foot, nothing.
Exactly. It'll be just like an anime trope where she's like swinging her arms and I'm just holding her back with my arm and hand and just saying, "All right, Kyle's, calm down." No, you take back what you said about Taiga.
What if she's the palm top tiger though?
She wants to be. That you're playing into her schemes.
Well, I guess we'll know because she would come in out of the fucking screen and just drop kick you.
That'd be kind of raw. I wouldn't want that to happen to me, but that'd be like groundbreaking.
Speaking of raw cookie dough, Albert says, for me, it was a silent voice in the last episode of Dr. Stone Season 1. I know there's Seba in Dr. Stone, and that's a show we should not have killed as quick as we did. But
we killed it after 2 episodes.
It's a pretty good show.
I was the one that was defending it. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was funny. We were both like, yeah, we hate the show. It's stupid. It's dumb. Let's kill it. And Chelsea's like, what the fuck? I don't even like the show. Why are you killing it?
EA, the show's really good.
Is it?
It is.
Man, it's like Demon Slayer all over again.
Well, but not as good as Demon Slayer, but pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, what I mean is, like, we killed that one pretty early on, too, before it got, like, really good.
Reminds me of Batum. I don't know why.
I like Batum. Batum's great.
Raymond says when Tenchi thinks he sees his mom, but it was his sister.
Oh.
Whom he hasn't met yet that looks just like her. I cry.
Yeah, I remember good old Tenchi Muyo.
Albert says, say what? We have a friend, her name is Kyle's McGiles VA on Twitter. And she's, as you can guess, a VA. And she says ooh woo a lot. That's about her.
More rice, Ryuji.
More rice, Ryuji. Yeah, that's about her personality traits at this point. It's just ooh ooh and more rice, Ryuji. Damn. Yep. Next question. Is there a show you finished watching on your own after it got canceled on KOA?
Yes.
Everyone here has done it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've done it with multiple shows. I'm doing it right now with Golf Ladies.
I did it a couple of times, but the one I remember is the The Promised Goofy Land.
Oh my goodness.
That was one for me as well.
I think another one I did was the one last summer. Oh yeah, where it was time traveling lolly. What the fuck was that show called? I'm gonna look it up now.
I remember what you're talking about, but
What?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but I
Adachi
finished that one, and
What?
no, I told, no, not Adachi. Yeah, I told you about it, and you guys were like, "Oh my god, that show got worse."
I try to look for it too.
Yeah, let me see.
What was it? Was it in the spring?
I thought it was in the summer.
Okay, let's
It
look.
might have been. I don't know.
Well, while you guys are looking for that, Caleb in the chat says, I started Mob Psycho and Dr. Stone recently. What do you think of this series? For me personally, I prefer One Punch Man over Mob Psycho. We're gonna obviously be watching season 3 on KOA because we watched season 2 on KOA. But Dr. Stone, yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Oh, there it is. It's Remake My Life. Oh, and you posted it too. Thank you, Satsuki.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I finished that one, and yeah, I'm glad we left off when we did. It got progressively worse.
The only show I regret ever killing is Demon Slayer. The only one.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, obviously Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Adachi to Shimamura.
I like that show.
It's not a bad show. Not a bad show. It's fine. And we that's fair. Overall, I mean, yeah, I don't think we all of us have collectively, I think, a couple. I think Satsuki has more than a couple, most likely. But yeah, a few. Next question. Who is your favorite character so far in the shows you're currently watching? For me, I would say just your Twilight and Anya from Spy Family. And of course,
The whole
Komi.
family. Yeah. Definitely the whole family and Spy Family, and Komi-san Tadano, because he is the motherfucking man.
He is.
For me, it has to be well, if we're doing any show that we're watching, then it has to be from Eizouken, and that's Sayaka Kanamori, aka Sayaka Kanamoney, aka Sayaka Stacks.
Eddie from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yes.
Butter
That
toast.
is. You don't understand. They stole his stairs. Oh man, that show was
Gravy.
I can't believe there are people out there who don't think that show is a classic, because it is.
That's great. That's a timeless show.
Ellie says Eddie is the man with a plan. And he binged it all yesterday. Ed, Ed, and Eddie or Eizouken?
Let's binge Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I wouldn't mind that.
God. It's either that or Shrek.
Well, Shrek's easy. It's just one movie. Okay, there's 4 movies and a spin-off with Puss in Boots.
Caleb says, other than the real hitters this season, Spy Family, Komi, Kaguya, Kongmin, Summertime Rendering, what have you been enjoying? Honestly, that's all of them. This is the slice of life season, so besides those, I mean, we're watching Eizouken. We're about to talk about it. I know that's not this season, but that's the only other show I'm watching this season.
Well, EA, you want to tell them?
Yeah, I sure will. I'm watching Love Live Nijigasaki Season 2.
Oh, aren't you guys doing a thing?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast together where we're talking about it. And to be
I
honest,
should link it in the chat.
Yeah, it'll be in there somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of lackluster season. The first season was so good, and Sasuke and I are both Love Live idol lovers. So we enjoy everything Love Live.
Yep. It's a shame, but I think that might be the only thing outside of what we already watched / are watching. If I'm, of course, because you said take out the heavy hitters, because I'm also watching Kaguya-sama, Ultra Romantic, so that about covers everything.
Ellie says he watched Spy Family, but he used to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy live streams. Raymond says not feeling Skeleton Knight. I've never heard of that. Drop the link on Twitter. Like, add us on Twitter, one of us. I'm at CTacticsYT, so you can just find me there. Links are in the description, of course, for all that stuff. But QRW6 says, I love the old Cartoon Network, and the big switch turned me off. I couldn't bring myself back to watching the network like I used to when I was growing up. Or because I grow down.
It's weird, because it went through a phase where Cartoon Network started off, like, it was just reruns of old cartoons, and then they made their own stuff. Dexter's Lab, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Johnny Bravo, all that stuff. That stuff was great. And then they kind of, like, made a bunch of weird shit. And then they came back again with Adventure Time, Regular Show.
Infinity Train.
You know. All those freaking things. It was great. And now I couldn't tell you anything about Cartoon Network. I can't say that I've seen it in a good while.
Yeah, I still watch Adult Swim like once or twice a year.
Same. Yeah, I watch Primal off that. That shit is amazing.
Let's see. Gotta get these questions quick because we got a show to do. But what is anime that you feel a special connection to? I guess for me it would be Hyoka or Cowboy Bebop. Probably Cowboy Bebop for the musical stuff because I'm a musician.
Yeah, definitely Cowboy Bebop. Obviously Dragon Ball Z, just because that in itself is amazing. I know it gets its criticisms and whatnot, but still, I love it, even with all of its flaws. And I don't know, I can't really think of any more. Like, there's just too many to name. Little Nemo.
It will be Kill La Kill, Fruits Basket, and Madoka Magica.
Nice.
I guess Attack on Titan too, because that's just something that's always been on my channel since forever, since I started it. In fact, I think in 3 days will be the anniversary of my channel. And I think Attack on Titan is one of the first things I talked about. So full circle.
As we get into talking about Eizouken here in a second, I want to remind you all, in the pinned comment, we're going to be switching KOA over to, at the beginning of the summer 2022 season, to that channel exclusively. We today actually put up a short, which I probably want to go ahead and link here. We've never done a short before, so this is our first one. If you guys have any feedback on that, leave in the comments. But that is, that is basically also as well a link to the channel and the short we did from last week's podcast. But with that being said, let's get into...
You skipped a question.
We skipped a question? Oh my god, we did. What? Okay, last question. What are your thoughts?
I just didn't want you to get in trouble with whoever that wrote that.
Is the president. El Presidente. What are y'all thoughts on English and anime, and what is your best and funny English moments so far? Oh, that's tough. Man. I can name dubisms, but
yeah, for
no
me,
cap.
Oh god, that was awful. When it comes to the best English anime moment, it has to be Steins Gate. I am mad scientist. It's so cool, son of a bitch. And that was freaking awesome. I guess There's like good English moments. Like there's some where they speak such good English. It's almost like unrecognizable. But then there's some like kind of like bad translations. Like one I always turn to is Terror in Residence. I think her name was Five. She's trying
I
to
know what you're
speak.
talking about.
Yeah, and she's trying to speak English. Oh my gosh. She has such a thick accent and it's just kind of broken in a way. Again, it's not her fault, but it's just like the whole scene is supposed to be that, she's bilingual and she's like telling these American pilots and people like who would attract these people, and it's just like you have to read the subtitles just to understand what's even going on. But yeah, so it's fun. I like English.
Oh. How could I not mention this? Eizouken! It's a good one.
Another quick one is Busto from
That's
High School
good.
DxD.
Yeah. Gaybolg. It's great. Anyone from Fate, actually.
Man, I don't remember a lot. It's a lot of moments I like because English is just funny to me. But Love Live has had a couple from the movie. Me and EA were talking about this. We are called school idols. We are Muse.
We are Muse.
Or Mari's. Sorry, I can't speak Japanese.
Shining.
Well, you mentioned Love Live. There's an anime called D4DJ where one of the voice actress reprises her roles from the Japanese dub in the English dub, and she's great. That's
She's
free on
actually
you.
really, really good.
It's surprisingly, yeah. And
yeah, she's almost like a foreign exchange student in a way. Like it's like you could tell she has an accent, but it's like like the way that she talks is just like, you have no idea, do you?
yeah. No, it's good. D4DJ, both sub and dub are free on YouTube on the official sites. You want to check that out. But anyways, now let's finally actually get into our first anime of the night, which is Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, episode 6.
Easy breezy.
Easy breezy.
See, I gotta learn how to play that slide guitar part for next week.
That's a great intro.
It is. So, yeah, we went into some shenanigans. Again, this time we're making an anime for the Robotics Club or whatever they are called. And no, you know what? Before that, we saw the student council, and on the board we saw a couple of the names of the clubs. I talked about how ridiculous some of the clubs in specific they are, but that gives you a clear picture. Because I'm gonna name some of the clubs that I saw. There was the Akihabara culture group in fermented foods
Whoa.
advocacy club, drone photography club, messenger pigeon club. Like what the? Carbohydrates Revolution Lab, Lore Appreciation Club. I can't even say this one. Saw Table Tennis, Man Face Fish Investigation Lab,
Man face?
Exterior Club. Like what are these clubs? Who approved of this? What did they do?
I want to know about the luring one. Is it about like fishing, or is it about like actually going, hey, little kid, come here?
I have no clue. It's
Hey, kid,
terrifying.
want to see a dead body?
Right, and what kid's gonna pass up the opportunity? You know what? I was gonna eat candy, but fuck it. I want to see a dead body.
Yeah, no,
Very interesting high school.
it is. Yo, speaking of which, the layout they have of this high school in their anime, it looks like insanity. Like there's like this underground like reservoir thing where they're keeping the giant mech. What's going on in this anime? It's so crazy. Like they have such wild and such, huge imaginations. It's it's larger than life.
It legitimately is. It's cray cray.
Whoever built this school needs to like start building torture devices or something. This is too elaborate.
It's probably what they did before.
Yeah.
They were just like, all right, children go in one end, torture weapons come out the other. Or
Back in my day.
It's the other way.
Back in my day, by God. There was that cool part in the episode where they go to like this room where they have like a bunch of audio recordings of different things, and it's really cool to see like how they used to do sound effects before everything was all digitized, and they had like what was it? It was 72 different recordings of just stuff from a certain mountain.
Yeah.
Very fascinating.
That is interesting. And freaking the one dude that was in that room wasn't willing to give up the room, but once they started playing what they had for the sound effects for the anime, he was like, "Oh my god!" He threw up.
That was a girl, by the way.
Oh, that was a fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
She was a girl.
I'm so bad.
She
Sorry,
was a she.
I misgendered everybody. I'll see myself out.
Going to Twitter.
All right, see you later, yeah.
Okay, bye.
Try again next time.
Everyone's leaving all the time.
All right. It's time to pull my weight in this podcast now. So, yeah, I like that scene just because it gives at least me an appreciation of everything that goes into an anime. Because a lot of the times I think we just look at the actual animation and the art and things like that, or what's going on in the story. But then you bring in the sound effects as well, the voice acting, and you got to think there's a sound effect for every little thing. Them walking, them rubbing their hands together. I don't know, somebody getting slapped. Like, it's a lot that goes into that, and you have to have the right sound effect to make it all feel real. Because the sound effects they had like some wacky cartoon music. It was like doink.
It's like, bonk. It's like something that you would see out of Silly Symphonies or even the Looney Tunes. It's just like, yeah. I don't think mechs make that sound effect.
LE is canceling us. Except for Satsuki.
Hey.
What do you mean, A? He's canceling me at EA.
But not me.
Well, I found myself and I came back. I proved my innocence like Johnny Depp, so now I'm back.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go.
There you go. We're clear. Well, except for one.
What?
Yeah. See, Tactics is still being canceled.
I'm pretty freaking innocent, okay? I got Sabelina on my side. She's the judge, jury, and executioner.
Bad on them.
What do you mean, Sabelina's great.
Oh,
and I don't love Ladolina.
You talk about your Frankenstein monster wife?
Frankenstein monster wife? What do you mean? She's an original, legally distinct character. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Everybody loves her.
For all the new people out there that don't know who Sabelina is, just be grateful that you don't.
What? People see Sabelina? Look, I'm gonna spam Sabelina in the chat.
Oh, God.
Sabelina, look, isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, there she is right there.
You know, you all can get, Sabelina emotes if you become a channel member. You can
we ban this guy spamming?
What? I'm the owner!
Can we ban him?
No, you can't!
We can ban him. We can also see the link of his actual true love,
No,
which is
don't click that
Vladilena.
link. That link is not
Yep.
real. That's
The
a
link.
fake. It's clearly edited.
Listen to C Tactic's voice, and he proclaims his love to Vladilena.
Objection.
She makes him, according to him, long and hard.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. No foundation. Hearsay.
Overruled.
No sustained.
I also like the scene of them going into the ramen shop, and then
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Sayaka offers to pay for their food, and they are terrified of that prospect. They're like, they just to go to this goes to show you like how Sayaka is with money, because they compare her to the Yakuza. They go like, we can't accept a free meal from you. we don't know what you're up to. And then she even admitted that she had an ulterior motive, and that whole motive was basically to I guess compensate them for the work that they're going to do outside of the club, which they would need to do if they want to complete the anime. So I mean, I guess she was nice about it a little, but
I mean, even then, she had them pay for their stuff. She said, "Can I get separate tickets, please?"
she only carries, what did she say, 1,000 yen, I think.
Yeah,
Which
she
is
only
like, what,
carries enough for
$10?
herself. Yeah, that's like $10,
God,
roughly.
she's like, she's Ed, she's fucking Julius from Everybody Hates Chris.
Damn.
I respect it though.
Yeah, and then she also found a way to get into the not sound studio, just like I don't know, that room with all the sound effects. So she's pretty, she's a handy lady.
Speaking of handy lady, Ellie says, is there a very attractive lawyer here?
Very attractive lawyer?
Yeah. Named Camilla? Camilla, please stand up if you are here. Ellie would like to talk to you.
What are we doing?
I don't know this Camilla.
For people who know, they know.
Well, what you were talking about with her going to the sound room, it just shows you more the negotiation skills, because her club was about to get shut down, and she didn't want to move out, and Sayaka kind of convinced her. I think what they're really doing is merging their clubs to where she scratches their back because she basically hired her as a sound advisor, and I think they're going to have access to that library now, in exchange for her club staying afloat and her keeping all the sounds and whatnot. So very savvy move on her end, because if you looked at, because she went into the student council, right? And as I was talking about with all the club names, if you look, the sound club had this thing to where it said the person wouldn't leave. So Sayaka saw that and knew that she could manipulate her into basically giving her stuff up for free. So yeah, big brain move.
Yes, lots of the big brains. We got introduced to like 3 new people.
Oh, I don't like those art guys.
I don't even know, like, are they important at all? They were just kind of like there for one episode while, Midori was just like pitching her, I guess, like what they wanted to do to them. And yeah, it's just, they were just kind of like there.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be taking pressure off of her, as well as Tsubame. They're doing the backgrounds and whatnot. And as Sayaka said, they also have ulterior motives to where they're not just doing this out of the goodness of their heart. If you remember, they asked the art club for help last anime and they didn't help them, but they saw the anime that they made at the presentation, and then they decided they want to help. probably just so they can say that, oh, we also had a hand in what they did.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's some friction between them and Eizouken. Part of it is Midori just not being a vocal leader because she wasn't able to properly express herself. Sayaka had to do some of the work, and they had to fill in the blanks for her. She's just not that type of person.
Yeah. Yeah, she's more the creative individual. She's not the boss type.
Yeah.
She found some obsidian. Is
Says
that a real thing?
what?
Obsidian? I always thought that was like
Obsidian?
made up.
I believe so, right? Find out.
Like it sounds like, I don't know, something that you would like fall into a vat of and become a superhero, you know? I always thought it was
Obsidian
fake.
is a naturally occurring volcanic glass formed when
Holy
lava
shit.
extruded from a volcano cools rapidly with minimal crystal growth. It is an igneous rock. Igneous.
Okay, I guess it's real. I had no idea.
Yes, it is hard, brittle, and amorphous. It
she
therefore
found
fractures with sharp edges.
She found herself a volcano rock. Cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of those we found in Japan.
Is this in Japan though?
Yes.
I guess they're speaking Japanese. That was a stupid thing for me to say.
Paulo knows a lot about rocks and stuff.
Stop snitching.
What? He's probably watching with Fish right now. Hi, Fish.
What's that? You're snitching.
They're watching, snuggled up next to each other, eating popcorn,
God.
going, "Sea Tactics is a jerk."
What? I'm a pretty cool guy. I think a lot of people can agree with that. Right, chat? Yeah, aren't I pretty cool? Aren't I? Huh? Right, chat?
Getting crickets.
We got
Pre-
one fuck no.
That's you, Satsuki. You can't do that. Press 1 if you think the Sea Tactics is cool. Press 2 if you still think he's really cool, but he's like super duper cool.
Well, we got a mid.
But no, that's you, EA.
Someone even pick one or two.
You can't, Satsi. You can't say that. That's no 0.
Well, that's
Zero.
not me, so you can't.
69.
I don't even know why there's 2 digits.
7. Y'all are saying numbers besides what I'm gonna take every single one of these as 2. All you guys, you just said 2 because I can't count anything above 2.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's something you want to admit.
1, 2.
Get 'em.
That's all I got.
Get him.
What do you mean get them?
The people. Oh. Damn it. Psycho said something real cool this episode. It was really about instilling confidence in Midori because Midori has like an essential oh, fuck that word. We're not doing that today.
Existential crisis.
Yes, she had one of those at the end of towards the end of the episode because she starts trying to incorporate real life logic into the anime, and she wants to change the entire idea. Like she took out the robot entirely and was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this now," and then Saika's just like, "Fuck no." She tells her that her idea is good, and they had to rely on her creativity, so it's on her to have confidence in what she wants to do because Sayaka isn't an anime person. She's just handling the business aspect of it, the production side of everything. So when it comes to creativity, they had to lean on Midori, and she has to be sure of herself. So good play on Sayaka to see where she was struggling in that aspect and try to boost her up. Oh, and Tsubame was really good with her animation.
Yeah, she was. She made it look nice and flowy.
Yep.
Other than the sound effects, she was pretty good.
So we got a team. We got Sayaka the producer. We got Tsubame the animator and Midori the director.
Yeah, the visionary.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking. So, since when it comes to real anime, not to say this isn't real anime, like they definitely go above and beyond when it comes to the sound effects. What about Berserk 2016 and the sword that sounds like pots and pans?
They had a club worse than Eizouken working on it.
They had fourth graders making this damn show.
I think fourth graders will know that a sword shouldn't make a pots and pans clank when you hit it, when it fucking makes contact with a ghost.
God, the manga, don't they describe it as it's just like very dense sound?
Yeah, it's just I don't even want to go through the description because the description sounds so wrong, but it's just like a big slab of metal. Just yeah. But it sounds hollow.
Well, holographic. There we go, another hollow reference. Also, Ellie says Ben is a nerd.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, we kind of watch anime.
Not me. I don't do any of that nerd shit. I'm above
Oh,
it.
you're too cool for school?
Yeah, me and Sabalina, we're off, and we're chill.
Okay.
All right, cool. Anything else you guys got to say about this episode of Eizouken?
Those noodles must have been good as hell.
Yeah,
because it woke
like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It woke her out of her sleep.
She ate like Goku.
But I think the whole thing of that scene wasn't even just like to show how good the noodles were. It was just she didn't want to waste her money. I think that was the whole thing. Like, I paid for these noodles. I don't care how tired I am. I'm gonna eat every last fucking strain.
You go for some noodles right now.
See, what was it? Like $3,000, and we'll cover Dragon Ball Z on the show.
Was that the number? I thought it was like 50,000.
I thought you were taking us to Japan. What happened to that?
No. Moving on. Next show. Komi-san.
Plays with her hair.
Komi, what the fuck episode is this? Episode 7?
7.
Komi can't communicate episode 7. Fan service boy is here.
Was there fan service?
He is talking about narcissist guy.
Oh, dude. So that guy, he he thinks that he's all that and no one gives a flying fuck about him.
They wanted to beat his ass. They were beating his ass.
What?
And he still thought they loved him.
It's so weird. Like, First of all, I don't understand why they hate him. I can understand why he'd be annoying, but every time he tried to go up to Komi-san, they were like, nope, you ain't coming over here. It's like, why?
They were playing like 80s, 90s Pistons defense on him. Like they were someone threw a shuriken at him. Someone straight up like hit him with a shoulder tackle. Somebody else just straight up bumped into him. Yamai threatened him. Somebody did something else. I think like somebody hit him in the leg with something.
Oof.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they don't like that guy. And all he was doing was trying to talk to Komi. He wasn't. I'm pretty sure everybody has tried to talk to Komi at some point For some reason, they specifically didn't want that guy to talk to Komi.
And
Oh
it
my
ain't
God.
like she's gonna like say anything back, other than just write whatever on the piece of paper.
Light Roller says it's a shame he and Yamai couldn't get along. They the best. Is Light Roller
They the
okay?
best?
Do we need to call in like a check for him?
This is what got you to realize that this guy's a monster.
I don't know how you could be all for Yamai.
Well, it's light rulers.
Light
don't know, I
Roller
don't know if-
Must get stepped on by Aqua. So I mean,
Yeah,
Dude, that's
sick
yeah,
guy.
that's questionable.
Sick. But
I agree with you. Now,
yeah, he was in the episode and he was doing the poses, and another guy that I don't I don't think he was going to be mentioned. I'm trying to remember his name. I think starts with a K. It's like Kanatori or something. It's the guy who has no mouth. Komitani? Komitani.
so
Yeah,
it's like
Komitani.
Komi-san. Komi-san has no mouth sometimes.
her mouth's really small.
Yeah, but he has that like 24/7.
Was he the one that kept like speaking for
Yeah.
him? Okay.
He was doing a narration or the commentary for Naruse.
That
and I
man
forg-
must be able to read read minds.
Yeah, he's like this fourth wall breaking character because he comments on things and just tells you it as if he is in their mind. I don't know what his name means. I'm trying to let me look. Okay, so Chu Saku is a homonym for the word a comment or to comment, and his family name Komitani is a play on the English word commentate. Okay, yeah.
Commentating. Huh.
So
All
yeah,
right. So that's what he is. He's a commentator.
he's pretty much the narrator of Komi-san.
Other than the same person that says, look, there's a woman that narrates this thing the whole time. Just because some people don't want to speak doesn't mean they can't speak because they speak in love and talk disorder.
Bitch.
Oh, they're just chock full of just
And she's
bullshit.
very sassy.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. I think she's gone. But I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, we gotta start talking shit. Oh baby, I love you. No. What was it? Oh, at the very beginning, Komi-san was trying to figure out a way to explain to Najimi. I was just checking his pulse. Was what she ultimately like got with the whole hand holding situation.
Yeah, that lasted like a third of the episode, her just trying to explain away what she was doing. And I don't even think Najimi's seen it because she tells her that she was checking Tadano's pulse, and then Najimi just goes with it. Knowing Najimi's character, if she saw that, she would likely tease Komi about it or Tadano. Najimi is a notorious troll, so I don't think she would have just, stayed quiet about it.
I like how the first draft she comes up with sounds like an excuse.
Yeah. Then she just tears it apart.
Freaking Tadano, how, and I guess this kind of goes back to what you've been saying, Stasky, how when people get sick, they all of a sudden forget every fucking thing. It's like, I understand when you're sick, you're not mentally there and that you're just kind of like dragging along. You're like, oh, I feel like shit. But come on, you have to remember that Komi was there and Najimi and everyone else. You're seriously gonna go up to Komi and say, come over to my house? I mean, he had to have remembered. I think he did. I can't remember.
it was pretty much he remembered accidentally phoning her, but he did not remember anything after Najimi came. So
Yeah, that's bullshit.
or after Komi came, because Komi was there first.
I'm in the same boat. You don't remember much after you came. Thanks everybody for nearly 20 concurrent viewers.
And this guy.
You should check the pinned comment if you're a fan of the podcast. We're moving the podcast over to a new channel in the summer season. So check that pinned comment and remember, come in the sink or sink in the cum.
You're a piece of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Chat, get a bunch of ones in there for me, please. Thank you very much, chat.
Oh, and I like that Najimi is a fucking just so swirly, because when Komi is trying to put the letter in Najimi's locker, Najimi sees it, grabs the letter, it's like, oh, it's a love letter for Komi. It just runs off into the distance, never to be seen from again.
Yep, that was of course hilarious. And then when Najimi finally reads it, they're just like, what? Checking his pulse? Okay. And I think even Tadno said something about it, and Najimi's like, apparently she was checking your pulse. He's just like, what are you talking about?
That was one of the best parts of this episode. That was hilarious.
And so where the plot is taking us is Kyoto. We're having a field trip, and the group is going to have 3 boys and 3 girls, I think they said.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the struggles towards the end of the episode, because Komi in middle school wasn't so popular. So this time around, she felt insecure about her place in a group, but obviously everybody loves Komi, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was kind of weird. I mean, I thought it was really neat, and especially hearing Komi-san speak. This is probably the most he's ever spoke in this whole series.
Yeah, continuously, consecutively.
Yeah, and that was, I don't know, it was just really cool just to see that she was comfortable on the phone. Then eventually they hung up, and then they kind of like got closer to where he was actually hearing her through the wall. I thought that was kind of neat, because it was kind of showing their relationship getting closer and how she's more comfortable talking around him. But again, I just thought the whole, in middle school this happened. Girl, do you not know what's happening in high school? Everyone fucking loves you. Do you think the same stuff's gonna happen again? I get it. Sometimes those memories can trigger, and you kind of like have that in the back of your mind, whatever. But I just felt like it was kind of weird to just be worrying about that when it's kind of a non-issue anymore.
Light Roller says in the chat, I want to be in the Yamai group, and Satsuki replies, you're 40 years old. Can we get some color on that there, Satsuki?
No.
You're 40.
Is this man really 40?
I mean, he is until he says he's not. And if he says he's not, he's lying.
Oh, I'm my sides.
Gotta get some Chris Hansen in here.
Yeah. To EA's point, though, I think the part of the insecurity, because it's one thing to say she shouldn't feel this way because, you know, everybody loves her and whatnot, but I also think a part of Komi's character is she's made friends with people. She's got their contact information, but I don't think, or she said, like, part of it she said in this episode, she feels that she's not best friends with anybody. She feels like although people have been friendly with her, they're always thinking that, oh, there's somebody better to hang out with because I don't talk, or no, I don't have as big a personality as somebody else. So I think that's part of where the insecurity comes in. And also just the fact that she may not think that some of the people she's made friends with are friends with her, and maybe that they're just kind of tolerating her, or that they're just acquaintances.
TMI.
What?
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
Light Roller says, I'm a young Korean girl.
Well, that tells you everything that you need to know. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
He's a fucking liar.
You know, Light
He
Roller
knows
is into a lot of Korean women. Into Lisa. Not the Lisa from Demon Slayer.
Lisa Simpsons?
Or Lisa Simpson. This would be the other Lisa.
The Mona Lisa?
Not the Mona Lisa, but the other Lisa. From the Lisa thing? With the girls?
Oh, the Lisa Lisa?
Lisa. No, not the Lisa Lisa. The Lisa from the... You know what I'm talking about. You know, with the dancing and the singing?
Yeah, you're talking about the fetish Lisa.
I don't know what?
You know, the fetish Lisa.
The fetish Who?
She got a whip and chain and a pocket full of miracles, and then she'd be cracking it all over.
Oh, Ellie's got it. Lisa from Genshin, yeah. That's fetish material. Moving on. Yeah, anything else about Komi-san episode 7?
Yahoo!
Oh, Justice Bieber.
Yeah.
That's what he's listening to. Justice Bieber. And then there's the wow fairy tale thing, but like their own version. That was great.
Is that where it comes from? Fairy tale?
Well, it's fairy tale uses it the most, but it's like a basic, like, you know, one of the 72 different recordings of the forest kind of thing. It's just like a generic thing from what I understand. Just like how the Dragon Ball Z sound effects are generic sound library stuff.
Yeah, the fighting.
That's actually my notification sound. Let me see if it'll my mic will pick it up. Hold on. Play it, damn it!
We're waiting,
hear that?
Salty. I did not.
I didn't hear nothing.
What is it supposed to be?
Damn, it won't play then. It won't pick it up.
It's like when I do the Filolial screech, it doesn't pick up.
Same thing.
Too high of a frequency. Damn. Oh well.
Passing the show.
All right.
Passing the show.
Yeah, pass for me. You know, this episode was pretty great in my opinion. One of my favorite episodes of the season, actually. Just because of the
Really?
narcissist guy. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
A nice
Just
change of
'cause
pace.
him?
Well, I mean, you know, like me and him, you know, I often look at myself in the mirror and see my reflection, and I'm dazed by it. I don't know how to react because I'm just, I'm just so
saying-
great, EA. I'm so great. I'm money. That's who I am. Big money C tactics.
So are you trying to say that person is the anime version of you?
Listen, all I'm saying is if you got my phone number, EA, you'd be getting some selfies of me.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'd be getting much more than that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, yeah, we all passed. So moving on to the next show. The last
Just with
show.
me and this Lolly, and me and Sabelina. Oh, here we are at the Eiffel Tower. Aren't we cute?
I don't know what you're talking about. That is merely conjecture. Baseless speculation. Spy Family episode 7. EA. What did you think about this episode of Spy Family? This is a great episode.
Oh my goodness. This was really good. I love the first half, but the second half to me was the part that got a little sentimental for me because, and I guess I can explain why, because after everything that had happened, Anya was stressed. She was so stressed to the point where she said that she hates studying and locked herself in her room. Lloyd was upset because he was more focused on the mission than he was about her feelings. And it took Yor to basically kind of intervene, step in, and say, "Yeah, you should probably not do that because this is Anya's feelings because this is something that she wants to do." And I can definitely relate to that because, well, a long time ago, growing up as a single father, sometimes just being a dad, you forget that, there's their feelings too. And then when someone gives their input, whether it be a mother figure or someone else like that, you just kind of are like, yeah, you're right. I've been doing this by myself for so long. Sometimes I forget there's more than another way to do something. So I just thought that was very wholesome and very sweet, and it just was very relatable to me.
Yeah, no, the stuff with Damien and Anya and Yor and Twilight, it really, it was like relationships, man. They're kind of great, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And can we talk about one of the most wholesomest, cutest, most I want to take her home moments in this episode?
Sure.
Anya was literally in tears apologizing to Damien.
This was one of my favorite moments of what I've read so far in the manga, which I think is what this episode covers up to. So after this, I'm just anime only. But no, this was fantastic. I loved it. And I think that's really funny is her crying and just being genuine, just in the moment, made Damien kind of fall for her.
Yeah, and it was just funny too because she was like emotional too, because not because just was for the apology, but she was also hearing what the friends were saying and how they said she had stubby feet, and she even apologized for having stubby feet. and I was just like, oh, poor little thing. It was just so. It was cute and it was adorable, and I know why Damien likes her. She's the only girl there with pink hair. I mean, come on.
It's gotta be it, right? Yeah.
She's the main character.
Yeah. Also, Becky. Becky is just. She's, dude.
Miss Rich Girl.
She's great. I love Becky. Underrated, just side character. Really funny. LE says Damien's realization was hilarious, and Damien's vision of her with bigger eyes. Lol.
Even bigger eyes. Like it's like just when you thought the eyes could get bigger, no, we're gonna make them the size of plates on the face, like Clannad eyes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Remember Fuko with the starfish or whatever?
Yes,
Fuko,
I remember her.
Starfish.
She had the green hair.
Yeah. Fuko
I don't
has
know
a
how else to describe her.
starfish. Gee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
URW6 says there are videos comparing last week's episode of Damien's view of Anya. I hope you all watch them. Link us on Twitter. That's the way to go. If you want us to watch something, message us on Twitter. Links are in the comments. Or links, sorry, are in the description. And Ellie says, man was punched in the face and the heart to be young again. Ellie, you're 24. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I miss those days.
I was gonna say Sasuke just turned into a grandpa. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Don't like it.
Yeah.
It's cute moments and whatnot. You can see Damien doesn't know how to express himself because he has so much pride. I forgot what is his last name? Desmond
Desmond
something
from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but he comes from prestige, and So, taking a punch to the face, it's a disgraceful moment and whatnot. And that was also a funny moment too, just people gossiping about that and calling Anya barbaric.
He's gonna punch me.
Yeah, am I going to be next? But yeah, he seems like he kind of got over it, but he doesn't. He also has to put on a brave front in front of his friends also, so I guess he just doesn't know how to get over it. So he has to be Tsunade.
Yeah.
Light Ruler says, is Damien and Anya going to end up together?
They're both 5, so
That's a love that is going to have to last.
I mean, it's happened.
did you notice these 5-year-olds are already doing algebra? They were doing the Pythagorean theorem with the triangles and shit.
They have to. These are the future leaders of the
Why?
country.
Why do they have to? That seems obnoxiously hard.
Well,
Why aren't they learning about apples and fruit and counting ABCs?
this is a different type of school year.
It's like that Family Guy
no,
episode.
by these days.
When the apocalypse happens, and you have Randy Newman narrating everything in song.
Oh fuck! I got that one down pat. Ready? Big man and his dog working through the morning fog. Hey there, Rover, come on over. There's a woman. She gonna take an apple. Nope. She gonna breathe on it first. Once, twice, 5 times. Big man coming over. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And that was my Randy Newman impression from Family Guy. Thank you.
How the fuck how can you remember that?
I have a good memory when I want to.
Oh my god, but you can't remember anyone's names. What the fuck?
It depends on the show. Like when it comes to Eizouken, there's Sayaka. And that's all I need to know.
No. That's not all you need to know. That's all you want to know.
Okay, there's Sayaka, Tsubame, and Midori. Holy shit, I remember them.
There we go.
Okay, I lied to myself then. I did know it. And I wasn't even looking at anything, I swear.
Ellie says, young angry child, I can't be in love with the commoner. Lawrence. Oh yeah, Lawrence for Fire Emblem. Yeah, Lawrence is great. We love Lawrence here at the Sea Tactics. Ellie also says, 5-year-olds can barely stay awake.
And they still piss themselves.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame.
That's why I'm just like, they're gonna be like in this thing, being bored, doing math and shit and stuff, and I could just imagine Anya, where are the graham crackers and applesauce?
Yeah, that's the thing. She's still very much a kid. And granted, everybody is in a school with their personalities, but obviously there's a lot of pressure on them to succeed in school. So I guess I want to segue into asking you guys, do you think Anya will be okay in school based on what you've seen so far? Because she's punched somebody in the face. She was sleeping in first period. She's having trouble studying. How do you see school life going for her going forward?
It's gonna be awful. She's gonna get wedgies and noogies and just wet willies galore.
Oh my god. Well, VPX Max, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the chat. I think she'll be fine. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. Like, I think she'll do good. I think it will be a natural... I think it will progress and get better and better. You know, it's like that Beatles song, getting better all the time.
Yeah, she'll probably get a little better, in all honesty. She'll probably have that rocky start. Something tells me she's gonna get like 7 lightning bolts, and because 8 is the thing that's gonna get her the boot. They're gonna look at her as, oh, it's the delinquents. We gotta go and show her a bad time, and she'll turn her life around. She'll find Jesus, and everything will be good, and she'll get those purple hearts or whatever the good ones are. She'll get 100 points to Gryffindor, and everything will be great.
Right, yeah.
She's just randomly going to turn into a Christian?
Yeah, and a wizard.
A wizard Christian, nothing more evil.
or Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, nothing more evil, yes.
I also like the fact that
Subtle
Twilight
right
was trying to nudge Anya into apologizing.
Oh my god.
Because she was trying to do it immediately, but Becky kept going, "Oh, you don't need to apologize to that asshole." And it was one scene where they're leaving the classroom, Anya's trying to apologize, and Becky's like, "No, don't apologize to him." And she said, I forgot what she said exactly, but Anya's just like, "Okay." And Twice like, "No." And then he just had to get her out away from Anya completely.
He kept like giving her hints throughout the day, whether it be reflective signs, literally cutting the word sorry into bushes. I
That's
don't
too
know.
much time.
He really does, amongst other things that he did. But yeah, it took him faking. It's like, Becky, get your ass to the front office. Becky, get your ass over here. And then she gets to the front and is like, "Who called me?" Nobody was there.
Oh man.
Oh, and we had your math.
Oh yes. Psycho, you're doing math. The psychotic
Five.
way.
The denominator is 5, so that's we cut this person to 5 pieces, and oh, that 5 looks like an S. What are you talking? What the fuck?
But then the head gets in the way, so that kind of, it's just like, what?
Would you still smash, Satsuki?
I mean, what kind of question is that? Absolutely.
I think
With all due respect.
Right, I think that's kind of a silly question at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Me?
You disgusting white cis male pig.
One of those things are true?
That you're a male.
Okay, 2 of those things are true.
Freaking but yours, she was doing great in this episode, not just with the math segment, but also just in general, like just putting in her input about, kind of showing that motherly side of parenting and kind of giving her 2 cents on Anya and whatnot.
I also like that. Yeah. I also like that Twilight had enough sense to make her feel a part of the family, because she kept trying to distance herself from that. She was saying, like, as a stranger, I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to give my opinion anyways, and say, even though I'm not her mother, blah, blah, blah. So, Twilight made sure that she knew that we're a family, sham or not. So that'll definitely earn him points when it comes to their chemistry. Oh, for that too. See, I already told you, EA. If I was Twilight, yeah.
It'd be side cell delivered.
Anya would have a brother or a sister.
Dude, freaking Yor has a brother, Yuri.
Mm-hmm.
Yor and Yuri.
Oh no, yeah, no. Yeah, she definitely does. Wonder what he's
so
gonna be
now
like.
what in the world is gonna happen next episode? I'm just like, who is this man?
Yeah, and apparently he has way more sense than Yor, because as she said, he actually has taught her stuff despite her being the older sibling or the elder sibling.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm. Well, she was, off killing people and stuff, so.
She was off penetrating people, not in the sexual way either.
And speaking of which,
do you think Yor's a virgin?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't think she is.
I mean, she's still blushing at like the most, the tiniest romantic gestures. So
Okay, well then Lloyd is definitely not a virgin.
probably not.
Yeah.
He's a spy, and if you're like James Bond or anything like that, you'll always be sleeping with people.
Yeah, no, Lloyd is the daddy of this series. Absolutely. He's smashing all the time.
Oh yeah, he's smashing. He's just working his way up to your.
But it's not because he's attracted to them. It's for the mission.
For the mission, yeah.
For the mission.
Specifically for the mission, yeah. Definitely.
Okay, yeah, very very true. He has to get intel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
where are those codes? I will never tell you.
Oh my god, that's a movie thing. Just cut to the sex scene.
Okay, they're in the safe over there. Combination 6969.
Where are the
I'll-
fruit snacks?
Albert says
they're in
not
the fridge.
virgin, but Chad.
Oh yeah, he's not a virgin and he's a Chad. He's definitely all that.
Whew. Well, anything else?
I like. I just want to add this. I like that even when we change to the kid side of things, the story doesn't have a drop off, because I think that might have been a worry for people to when we focus on the school stuff, that things would feel a lot different than when Anya's interacting with Twilight or when she's interacting with Yor. In fact, so far, like the only segment we haven't had in the story yet is focusing on Yor and her assassinations. Because we got the spy side of things, we got the school side of things, and even though we've seen Yor kill people, but that was her introduction. We haven't really followed her when it comes to that yet.
There you go.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see where she's like, I'm just going to go out for some groceries. Murders a whole bunch of people. Hey, got the milk you asked for.
That's my wife.
That's my wife, baby.
That's my fetish. All right.
Well,
moving
you're a
on.
sicko.
Killing or passing?
Be passing it. I truly and honestly really like this show. I swear it keeps getting better every episode.
I will pass this.
Same. No, we gotta get more of this show. This show's amazing. With that being said, want to remind you all, check the pinned comment in the chat. It's linking to the official King of Anime podcast channel, which is a new channel. We're going to be moving stuff over there once the next season of anime hits. If you haven't already, I'm going to link it here in the chat. We uploaded a short today. Could very so kindly just, watch it, drop a like, leave a comment, tell us, things we can improve on, whatever it may be. It's our first one, so we'd like some feedback on that. Other than that, EA, where can they find you?
Hello, everybody. You can find me over at Everything Animated's channel, Everything Animated. And I just have nothing going on except for whenever July 1st comes around. That is, of course, the return of the Rent a Girlfriend podcast Season 2 with Rising Sun reviews and Sea Tactics. We'll be talking about this shitty-ass show in great length and detail, and yeah, it's not a love fest. It's a love fest, but a different type of like it's a love-hate kind of thing, love to hate, and just like question question people and their choices in life. So yeah, you can find me there, and that's pretty much all I got on that particular channel. Perhaps a future anime in the works. Because Eizouken, I hired them to do some shit, and who knows, maybe they'll make a good stuff for me.
Mmm.
And if not, I'm out $50. So hey, what can you do?
There you go. Satsuki, where are you at?
My main channel, Satsuki the Savage. The second channel, Satsuki Reactor. Twitch, Satsuki the Savage DA. Where I play Pokemon, different versions, Insurgents and Legends Arceus. And I have some plans for my main channel. I just got an idea for something I wanted to do that I've talked about. Kind of. Fuck Barry.
Perry
Yeah,
said,
you missed it, Perry.
I'm
Sorry.
making it. Notice me, Satsuki-san.
There you go. There's your acknowledgement. Yeah, I had this video that I haven't talked about doing a video, but I've talked about this idea on a podcast a couple of times. So when it comes out, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
All right, cool.
It'll be all right.
As for me, last week I had a video that came out talking about, just the way Attack on Titan handles deaths. I think it's a pretty interesting video. If you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely should. For this week, I got a video coming out on Bertolt Hoover, aka Burrito Hooper, aka Birth Control, aka What's His Face. Should be a lot of fun. But other than that, that's about all I got going on this week. Check everybody out. Links in the description. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Later.
Johnny!